moment that we're in now is a moment where the truth is coming to the light, and people are seeing through these methods of confusion, of brainwashing, and seeing the reality of the situations, right? We have more in common with the Iranian people than we do with our own politicians. Our economic conditions, our material realities are closer with the people of Venezuela and Iran than they are with the billionaires and the Wall Street bankers. That's just a fact. So you want to tell us that those people are our enemies, that we need to be fighting them, when the reality of the situation is we all have a united enemy, and that is the United States empire. That is the Wall Street bankers. That is the military-industrial complex stooges. That is all of the different tentacles of the U.S. Imperialist enterprise that seeks to keep the people of the world in a destitute, in a subjugated situation. Because that is the ideal situation for the American empire. Seeing people poor, seeing people sick, suffering, in a vulnerable situation at their weakest is the ideal point. That is American foreign policy. You look at sanctions. What is that intended to do other than to make people suffer? Working people. There is no other objective than to subjugate the people of the world. And it doesn't just happen to them. It happens to us here. What was the last defense budget? $738 billion? That's money out of our pockets, out of our schools, food out of kids' mouths. They just cut the food stamp budget. They just slashed it. But we have more money for war, more money for drone technology, more money to fund proxy wars in the Middle East or wherever it might be. We're here to say no to all of that, and we're seeing it. We understand what it is. You don't need to confuse us with sanctions as an alternative to war. We know, we recognize that is war. These methods of confusing us, of omitting facts and trying to cover up the reality of the situations is not working anymore. We share a reality. We share an enemy, and that is the U.S. empire. That is U.S. imperialism. Woo! Woo!
Class war!
No more the class war. Just this week, I think it was a few days ago, there were 4 million Iraqis, 4 million Iraqi people taking to the streets to demand U.S. troops out of their nation. And I look around here, and we are all united in that same struggle. We're united under the same enemy. We don't want police on our streets. We don't want police terrorizing black and brown communities in our cities. And it's the same force and the same enemy that we share. And so we're all here today, united with our comrades in Iraq, united with our comrades in Iran, and Venezuela, and Bolivia, united under this common cause. And in a little bit, we're gonna march over to George Washington University, a very imperialist, neoliberal entity, but there is still elements of struggle and solidarity as we are through that. And we can't wait to host you and to talk more about resistance and rejecting imperialism, because you may feel alone in the workplace, in your family, for your political views, for identifying things as they are, seeing the reality of the situation that are unfolding in the world. But you should recognize that you're united with the people of the world. 4 million people in Iraq. You're united with billions of people in Iran who don't want war in their country. You're united with billions of people from all across the globe who are rejecting U.S. imperialism. So never think that you're alone, and we can't wait to host you later. So.